I think that was the name of the property development company or something. Well, somebody likes origami.
House fire. Bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
You can drive.
You hear about Rancho Escondido?
Are we having a conversation,
No.
Biggs?
Okay, fuck it. Forget
I'm teasing you, Herschel. Tell me about it.
On the new housing developments, a couple of weeks from completion. Burned to the ground last night. GIs are ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry customers.
You guys better see this. I hope you have strong stomachs. Doesn't tell me anything.
A flashlight. A baseball.
Seems irrelevant.
It's in the basement. Oh, flooding. Great, now I have to get new shoes, socks, and pants. This is fantastic. Too bad it couldn't have flooded upstairs. It would have helped with the fire. Anywho.
Do you have a name? Morelli, Mike. We recovered a picture of the family. Okay. Anything else? To be honest, I just got here, Phelps.
What is this,
That's your talking
Pompeii?
Reg. He's the expert. Doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they scattered around like the rest of the debris?
I think they've been moved.
Ooh.
I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't scorched. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt a thing.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved them into this room after the explosion.
It still doesn't make any sense. Why would you run into a burning building?
Because they want to blame Mount Vesuvius for what happened.
What are they doing?
They're trying to pin it on a
Prayer
volcano.
effect is from the fire.
This is so
Muscles
obvious,
and tendons
guys.
contract.
You ever think about how many people have died in this world? And how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them, Biggs?
No,
Find
I
anything
have
interesting?
not. Show some respect.
It's our boy. I think he watches the fires. I think the Sawyer fire went wrong.
So what about the guy we have in jail, Phelps?
We got the wrong guy.
That doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. What would make anyone do that?
Guilt.
For the fires?
For his mistake. This guy wants to burn houses, not families. He expects the houses to be empty. He was trying to redeem himself. He probably thought they'd be happier together.
You are one very disturbed individual, Phelps. I know you had it rough lately, but you should start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
He could be right. Can you come up with an alternative
I'm
explanation?
sure it's the same guy.
Are you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
Might fit, Cole, but I don't think we could ever prove it. There's very little evidence.
Oh,
Evidence?
now we have less evidence.
Albert, check out the hot water system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps. I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating Diggs.
So something finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps?
You keep riding,
I was with
dude.
the
You won't
Second
be pretty
Marines at
much.
Bella Wood. The things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out. You're not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You getting this?
You remember the list from the travel agent?
Yeah.
The Morellis were winners too. Their name was on that list.
Christ. We should take a look around, work the neighbors, see what they know. I'll go across the street.
Were their names
Okay,
on the
I'll try
list?
to decide.
Because
I haven't done this for years.
it's been a few days since I saw the list.
You don't look like a fireman, son.
Oh, good eyes, neighbor man.
LAPD. Can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck. Imagine after having won that weekend away.
Oh, wow.
What's
what
your
a
name,
coincidence.
Foreman. Dudley Foreman.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
No, you weren't.
You didn't like Morelli, did you?
Some neighbors you get along with, some you don't. Guess they should have sold up.
What do you mean?
They're knocking down all these old houses and building a new subdivision for GIs. Morelli was being difficult.
You said someone is knocking these houses down?
Elysian Fields. You must know them. Their billboards, that Monroe character beaming down at you. We've had an offer for the house.
Did the Morellis want to sell?
I don't know.
Whatever you thought of Morelli, his whole family is dead. They couldn't have all deserved that. I want you to help me here, Foreman.
Morelli was pig-headed. He built the house himself. He didn't want to sell. Stubborn fool was ruining it for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
You said the Morellis had won a weekend away to Catalina Island?
Yeah, that's right. First thing I thought after the explosion was, thank goodness they was away. Then I find out they was still in there.
Who was running the competition?
What? I don't know.
You didn't enter yourself?
I'd already agreed to sell. The competition was an incentive for those who were still thinking about it.
Coincidence? Hmm? Well, the people didn't want to sell, won the free trip. So their houses could get blown up, and then demolished, and then rebuilt. Hmm? Maybe? Alright. Is there any other neighbor I can talk to over here, maybe? Nope.
People are vultures, officer.
Okay, there's an empty lot next door. Wonder if anyone lives there. What have we here?
Looks like the same model.
It's Salt Reginald's. I mean, it's not hard that someone could have just written his name down, but... Anything else in here? Anything else in the basement, real quick, before I leave? Window somewhere? It says Ralph. Did you see that? Nobody thinks it's weird that he named his furnace Ralph? That's not a clue? Oh wow, I bet I could hammer something with that. Ah, yes. Apply things. Alright, we're out of here. I don't know where I'm going, but we're going somewhere.
Find anything interesting?
I don't know, maybe. Got any other neighbors around here? Oh, I guess cross the street neighbors don't count.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
So where do you want to go?
I don't know. Thought there'd be a place to go. Oh, another newspaper.
How did you get my number, Ira?
At first, I didn't understand you. But now I do.
I'd like you to come back to the clinic.
I'm helping other people now, Doctor.
I think you are confused. You haven't been to the clinic for weeks.
I'm not confused anymore, Doctor. I'm helping people be together.
This world is only temporary. We'll all be happier in heaven.
Why don't you tell me where you are and I can come to you? I think the fires should end now. They have served their purpose.
Oh, the fires are only beginning, Doctor. After the fires, everything will be beautiful and clean.
Everything will be erased. The world will be fresh and new.
I can see my purpose now, Doctor. And you helped me to find it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, I don't think I'm wrong about the psychiatrist. I think he is kind of like... He gets, like, contracts or something for various crimes, I believe. And then he uses patients that already like to do that type of crime anyway. And then gets them to do... or, you know, target certain, you know, either kill people or set fires or, you know, steal or whatever the, you know, whatever it is, and then he gets paid by whatever company or person hired him to do that. That's still my theory. What am I supposed to do? There's no one to talk to besides him, who I've already talked to. There's no anything. I've looked at, I'm pretty sure, all the clues, gone through a couple times. Are you guys neighbors?
Officer, please tell me what's going on.
No,
This
you're
is a
just
secure
watching.
area. You all need to leave.
Are you a neighbor?
Friends work for the examiner.
Oh, come
About
on.
$5.
I mean, what am I supposed to do?
You're behind the wheel.
All
Let's
right.
see if we can
Where
go
to?
here and, like, I don't know. Can't, like, let me try and reset, see if anything. There is an upstairs. Did the staircase burn? Yep. That's what that is. Was. Right here. That's why. Yeah, I gotcha. Wearing the same shoes as this guy in his front yard. Keeping a lookout.
Did you see anyone hanging around the Morelli's home prior to the explosion?
Nope. Can't say as I was looking out, though.
I think you're covering for someone, Foreman. Who is it?
And I think you are off your rocker. How can you make an accusation like that? What proof have you got?
What proof have you got?
I can see you're the excitable type. You shouldn't let your imagination run away with itself.
Oh, yeah?
Thanks for your time, Mr.
Thank
Foreman.
God.
Sure. Hey, if you're interested, I have one of those competition flyers in the kitchen. I could get it for you if you like.
That would be great.
Now I can finally
Any
move
luck, Cole?
on.
A couple of things. What did you pick up?
Folded piece of paper. Looks complicated.
Japanese call it origami. Can I take a look?
Sure.
Paper crane. There's a legend about them. You fold 1,000 of these and you get a wish.
Hey, don't break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it. It looks like a waybill or a flyer.
For what?
Elysian.
For Elysian Fields Developments.
Leland Monroe. Well, well, well.
Oh, I see you already have one.
This one's different.
When did the
it has
flyer
bottom
arrive in your
on it.
mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks. This one was in the mailbox when I got home from work yesterday afternoon.
Okay, now we can use the telephone and then we can go get the hell out of here.
All these people are
I need an address for a property developer. Elysian Fields Developments.
One moment, Detective. The address is 748 North Oxford Avenue, Wilshire. Anything else?
Messages, please.
You have a message. Contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Thanks. Can you put me through, operator?
Of course. Here you are.
Commander?
Leads on the Morelli fire.
We're about to go and visit Elysian Fields Developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe?
About
He's
to
a
do
personal
what?
friend of the mayor and the chief. Are you out of your mind?
Oh, of course he is.
I'm warning you, Phelps.
Commander, we have a line of inquiry.
You have something, you bring it to me. You're hanging by a thread, Phelps. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Have a report on my desk today.
Gotta be something big, right?
Kelty has warned us off over a lesion.
Makes sense. It's a dead end. We should check out Rancho Escondido.
You know the place?
Sure. Corner of Fountain and Wilton. Let's go.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Fine, we'll go to the place that you want us to go.
Shame about Shep. The arson desk has been trying to nail that son of a bitch for years.
He's still in custody, Herschel.
Want to bet? Fella kicked him loose already. Can't hold him for misdemeanor cigarettes and matches. You know, there are times when you really miss a nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nightstick than in 100 cathedrals.
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir.
Don't tell me when and how I can come and go on my own property.
It is not
This is
safe,
America,
sir.
dickhead.
Now step back, or I'll lock you up for
Smart
a fray.
mouth son of a bitch!
Come on, then! That's not...
I'm gonna be.
We're gonna have to pacify these people.
And you are finished.
I'm gonna...
Get on the ground.
Good thing you
Alrighty.
showed up when you did, detectives. Those folks were baying for blood.
Okay, then. Let's see if there's anything left to take a look at.
Mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
You'd expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick. Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap.
Oop.
If we're paying a visit to Elysian and ruining my career, let's bite the bullet and get on with it.
Is that it? Is that all I'm supposed to... Oh, this whole place is... This whole area is gone. Is that all I was supposed to do here? Find some people and... take a look at the brick foundation. It was horrible. Alright, a Legion it is. Come on, Cole Phelps, you can do this.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
Where are they?
Detectives Phelps and Biggs,
Where's
LAPD,
Monroe,
to see
huh?
Leland Monroe.
Where's
Do you
the
have
dude?
an appointment?
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe.
Send them through.
I'm waiting to hear like.
And that's our cue.
A window
Thanks,
smash in the
ma'am.
back that he's jumping out of and running.
May I help you, gent?
I would like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
No.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office.
Yeah, I guess he still thinks he can't be touched because he's in the mayor's pocket.
Like a cigar.
Oh, what do you have
Drink,
here?
boy.
Sure, I'll have a scotch.
Biggs!
Get a house for $9 grand.
We're investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
It's terrible, boy. How can I help?
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills.
Mm-hmm.
We found a family burnt out in their home. Another house burned to the ground. Another Elysian Fields flyer. Our information is that they didn't want to sell.
Are you saying that's something to do with me? Is that your point?
Point is, every time we find a family barbecue, we find one of your flyers. Is that good advertising?
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
Of course you're not. We'll hit him with
Level
this,
with
see
me,
if
Mr.
it works.
You know all about the vacation offers.
You can believe whatever you like, son. You're missing the vital ingredient called proof.
'Cause I'm pretty sure he told us that.
You come in here making stupid, baseless allegations,
something
and you
about
think you
you
can ruin my day.
Doing the
Now we'll see
vacation
about
stuff.
that.
Whatever.
We've made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Mr. Monroe. You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the wastebasket of history. To answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense.
Mm-hmm.
What's Elysian Fields' involvement in Rancho Escondido?
One of our latest housing developments. It was due to open on the weekend, or was before the unfortunate conflagration.
It met with building code regulations.
Absolutely. Only the best for our returning heroes.
No, it didn't.
You're lying, Monroe. There's something out of kilter about that development.
Son, I've had enough of you and your fidgety friend. There's no way in hell you can prove that my materials were inferior.
I'm no expert, but I think we'll find that the bricks being used on those houses are undersized and the mortar is faulty.
Boom.
And there's no wall ties connecting the masonry to the frame.
Every building is built to a budget, boys. Those buildings were inspected and fully insured by California Fire and Life. Investment of that magnitude demands it. Do you think that they'd vouch for the buildings without examining them? The arsonists, do you have any suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think so. The contractors I use for way bills, do you suppose it could be any of them? I have a list of their names if it'd be of any help.
That would be very helpful, Mr. Monroe.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD. My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the police pension fund?
Of course you are.
Glad to be of help, officers.
Alrighty. Let's get out of here.
Your boss is a fine
Where's this
man.
go to?
He's on the front page of the Times.
Oh, these are the offices.
See him? Saw his picture in the paper. Worked that case with the lady.
You guys do. Oh, there you are. Partner.
A skeleton goes into a bar.
Alright. So he's got someone at the insurance agency working for him. Too.
You're behind the wheel.
All right. Where to?
So someone was supposed to find it in his office or something.
What's the story? Any of these names ring a bell?
I don't know.
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
There we go. There's our next lead. Excuse me, I need to use your phone.
This guy must have escaped from the loony bin.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Also, don't listen to me talking on the phone
Phelps,
right
badge
next to you.
1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you check whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman?
Let me find out for you.
Yes.
He was released this morning,
Nope.
Detective.
Nope.
I'm sorry, Detective.
Not your fault. Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Thanks, ma'am.
I love the chase till the minute I win it. A beautiful face till there's love for me in it. Give me your heart and baby
Roy.
I'll bill it. 'Cause I always kill
You ruined my career.
things I love. Some
Buy me a drink, Cole?
for the
No.
sake of another.
Not even for old time's sake? Not even for that. You're not gonna ask me why I'm here? I wouldn't give you the pleasure. We'll get around to it.
Is something quite other.
She's in fine voice this evening. I wonder how the commander would feel
Save
about...
the threats for someone who cares about them, Roy.
You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you.
Will turn to surprise as you feel the pain.
Stay away from Elysian Fields.
You realize
I should have known that you were playing errand boy.
you
You and your doofus partner. You have been warned. Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
I love you.
Stay away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that company.
I have a pretty good idea, Roy. The same kind of people that sent you here.
Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
Get the message about Monroe?
Yeah. Earl delivered it. You?
McKelty started making noises about my pension.
Sorry about that, Herschel. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
KGPL calling car 11K, 11K.
Oh, you found the guy?
11K, go ahead.
11K, the last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsley Drive in Wilshire.
Roger that, KGPL. 11K en route.
Let's go pick him up.
You fought at Sugarloaf, didn't you?
I did. But I don't like to talk about it.
You come across a guy called Jack Kelso out that way?
You know Jack Kelso?
He's an insurance investigator over at California Fire and Life.
Would you look
Our
at
paths
that?
cross from time to time. For some reason, seeing you makes me think of him.
Has, Jack spoken to you about his experiences on Sugarloaf? Or the rest of the campaign?
Jack?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
That other car needs to move so I can get in. Hold on.
Officer needs help, 103 and east.
Alright, there we go.
You can drive.
Oh, get back in and scoot over.
All your headphones for checking standby.
We're looking for Herbert Chapman.
I'm looking for him, too. I need him to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
He's definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere. There's some kind
Let's
of
take
problem.
a look at the car.
Let's see what he's hauling around.
Would you look at that?
Motive, opportunity, and hard evidence. You should revise the APB. He's clearly armed.
Yep.
Definitely gives him opportunity.
Hold it, Cole. There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat. Shit. He's seen us.
Cops. Again.
Uh-oh.
Son of a bitch. He must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole.
We must catch him.
I'll call this in. Get some cars dispatched. Car 11K calling KGPL. 11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
Roger, 11K. All units, officers need assistance on Melrose Avenue. A suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar headed eastbound. Approach with caution. Suspect is in control of the streetcar and driving dangerously. Unit Animal Code 3 identified.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him.
I'm saying, but Oh! Is the fire truck gonna help us?
See if he can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down. Don't go to sleep on me. Get in close. Hold him tight, Cole. As soon as he ditches the tram, we'll be there to grab him.
Yeah, I mean,
look, Cole, the side plate's gone. Get me closer. I think I got a shot here.
Working on it. Oh, good
End of the
job.
line, you little prick. Come on, Cole.
Gotcha. Oh, got stuck on the hood. Let me. I was pressing buttons and wouldn't let me, like, tackle him or anything. Am I supposed to just shoot him?
Hold it, Cole. There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat. Shit. He's seen us.
Cops. Again.
Oh, I gotta jack the trolley. Ooh, get out of here.
Son of a bitch. He must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole. I'll call this in. Get some cars dispatched. Car 11K calling KGPL. 11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar, currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
Roger, 11K, all units, officers need assistance on Melrose Avenue. A suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar headed eastbound. Approach with caution. Suspect is in control of the streetcar and driving dangerously. Units to handle code 3 identified.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him.
He turns at the next one. Oh! Oh no, it's after the fire truck.
Boom! See if he can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down.
Oh, there's a tire. Just rolling.
Hold him tight, Cole. As soon as he ditches the tram, we'll be there to grab him. Don't leave me hanging out here, Phelps. Move in!
What are you talking about? How much closer do you want me to get? Ta-da!
End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole.
How about that? That work?
Looks like we have our man, Cole. Well done.
I'm not so sure. Chapman seemed to have his own agenda. There seems to be more to this than a personal vendetta.
What are you talking about?
The fires benefit Elysian in some way. I don't see Chapman and Monroe working together.
You have a point. The evidence is good for Chapman. It's hard to be worrying about his side of the story when he's blasting away with that big 45.
Another person who had all the evidence in their property, either car or in their
Nice work, gentlemen.
residence.
Put yourself
Shocker.
at considerable risk stopping that trolley and probably saved a lot of lives. Anyone else but you, Phelps, and you'd be up for a bravery award. We've had our eyes on that slippery son of a bitch Chapman for as long as I can remember. I couldn't be happier than to wipe him off the scoreboard. I hope this puts to bed that crazy stuff you had going about Leland Monroe. What were you thinking, Phelps? We'll be calling Richard Nixon a crook next.
Could you imagine? If the president does it, it's not illegal.
What is it?
A letter from Lou. His insurance policy named me beneficiary.
California Fire and Life. You worked for Elysian?
The roof that he was working on collapsed.
It's a very generous settlement.
Hmm.
Elsa, I'd like you to do something for me. I think there's something dirty about Elysian Fields.
What has that got to do with Lou?
I want you to reject this settlement. I want you to go and see an investigator named Jack Kelso and ask him to make some inquiries about Lou's case.
Isn't this police work?
Do you want to find out what happened to Lou?
Why would he help Miss Kelso?
Jack won't be able to help himself if he smells a rat.
He's a friend of yours?
He hates my guts. Elsa, you could take this money and let them get away with it, or we could get Jack's help and do something about it.
Why not be honest with this man, Cole? He deserves your honesty if you want his help.
Believe me, Elsa, I'd like to level with him. I really would, but it's too late. Years too late.